Let me welcome you, my dear students. This is our 9th learning session of short fictional narratives with BS English 3rd semester. Dear students, if you remember what we did last time, we tried to learn the biography of Katherine Mansfield. We tried to learn the title significance of A Cup of Tea. We tried to learn the plot analysis and characters of A Cup of Tea. So dear students, let's discuss the outline. That today we will discuss the setting and tone of A Cup of Tea, literary elements used in A Cup of Tea, and themes in A Cup of Tea. So dear students, let's discuss the tone and setting used in this A Cup of Tea short story. So dear students, let me tell you that the story means tone and genre. What is the tone used in it and what is the genre used in this story? So the story is first told in a cheerful and enthusiastic tone. However, in the end, tone changes into disgruntled and bitter. A Cup of Tea is a short story written in realistic fiction. So dear students, the setting is the time frame of this story is set in 1920s. However, the location shift twice. First, it takes place at the small antique shop on Curzon Street. Subsequently, it shifts to Pell's house, means the Rosemary's house. So it was this is the tone and setting used in this story. Now we are going to discuss the symbol and imagery. So dear students, we can simply say that these are the symbol used in the story, and the symbol is box, a cup of tea, and hat. Now we are going to discuss one by one. Means the box. Box price and its ornamentations emphasize extravagance and materialism. Rosemary, when she saw this box, get attracted to it. Though she has a desire to buy it, its price doesn't allow her. It represents how Rosemary, instead of spending a useful thing, used to spend on worthless things. Also, it expresses her appeal for material gains. The next one is a cup of tea. Means cup of tea symbolizes the sanctimonious upper class and exploitation of the poor class at the hand of upper class. This suggests to reader how even the act of philanthropy is fake and used for its own beneficial purpose. The way Rosemary did to Miss Smith by helping her without true care and intimacy, all she thought was to boast that act in her social circle and gain praise. The next one is hat. So the hat is a symbol used to exhibit apathy and prejudice of the upper class against the poor. Rosemary at first tries to help Miss Smith to off her hat and coat, but afterwards she shows her apathy. Instead of putting them in an appropriate place, she leaves them on the floor. This depicts the outlook of the upper class and their way of treating them. So we find the next is the imagery. So we find the visual imagery in the story A Cup of Tea, like Rosemary's house and weather and surrounding. So let me discuss that weather and surrounding. Means what is the Rosemary house? Means Rosemary's house, warmth, softness, light, and sweet scent. The fire leaping on her wonderful lacquer furnish her gold cushion and the promiser and blue rugs means no, not born out of her genuinely compassionate character. Means it tells about the visual imagery, means how visual imagery is represented in the Rosemary's house. The next one is the weather and surrounding, means rain was falling and with the rain it seems the dark came too, spinning down like ashes, means it tells about the darkness, means we can feel the coldness in it. So means it tells about again the visual imagery, means how bitter the air is used in it. Now and the new light lamp looks sad. What does it mean? Means we are facing, means we are visualizing the imagery of coldness in the weather. So this is about the symbols and imagery. Now we are going to discuss the literary devices used in it. Means the literary devices are used in it: the personification, metaphor, simile, oxymoron, allusion, hyperbole and irony. So let's discuss that personification, metaphor. And if we talk about the personification, metaphor and simile, that readers may come across several personifications and simile in the story. The narrator says her head beats like a heavy ball, means it shows how Rosemary feels insecure and jealous of the poor girl praised by the husband. Philip for charm look, means similarly Mansfield seems to personify weather with gloomy abstracts such as cold bitter taste in the air, means air is used as a person. So the metaphor is used, it is also used in it by using the means we can simply say that the heartbeat, means the simile is used in it by saying that heart beats like a heavy ball, means here simile is used. Then when we say that cold bitter taste in air, means the coldness is also used as a metaphor. Not only coldness but its extreme coldness, bitter taste is used as a metaphor. So when we talk, next one is oxymoron. So reader may also find Mansfield using oxymoron at one point in the story. Oxymoron appears in the dialogue of Philip when he advised Rosemary to take good care of Miss Smith. He says, "Be frightfully nice to her." On one hand, it shows the concern of Philip toward the poor girl. On the other hand, it shows the dialect of Philip. The next one is the allusion. Mansfield has alluded to means Dostoevsky to mirror the hypocrisy behind helping the poor. So the next one is hyperbole. If we talk about the hyperbole, so we can say that the Mansfield has explained the wealth of Rosemary in the story. If Rosemary want to go shopping, she would prefer she would prefer Paris, unlike common people who go to Bond Street. The next one is the irony. Mansfield has allied irony on the Philippine, means on the upper class. She rebooks their intentions to help others, which is nothing but to show off. Means she wants to show off in the society that she is so kind to the beggar and so kind to the poor. So this is about the literary devices. The next one is the themes. The themes are used in it: the selfishness, appearance versus reality, jealousy and insecurity, materialism, class distinctions, feminism and shallowness. So let's discuss the selfishness. So it is the main theme main theme of in the A Cup of Tea is selfishness is often displayed by rich, arrogant women of the British aristocracy set in turn of the century England, means rigid social class. Means selfishness is shown by the we can simply say that by the character of Rosemary. Appearance versus reality means when we can say that in the whole story, readers may find the appearance in contrast with the reality. Means apparently it is shown that she is so kind. Means Rosemary is so kind and always help to poor, but in reality she is means she just want to show off in the society and tells that how I am helpful. So we can see that here means we see the appearance versus reality. So the next one is jealousy and insecurity. Means again the insecurity and jealousy is shown by the Rosemary. How? Means Rosemary has made a prototype of jealousy and insecurity. At first she appears kind and helps Miss Smith, but at the end when her husband means Philip praised Miss Smith, she got jealous and insecure and ordered her to leave the house. Then materialism. The next theme is the materialism. These two things have been discussed explicitly in the text of Mansfield. Rosemary could be seen chasing materials object throughout the text. First appears to be means desiring of animal box, but and it means she wants that animal box, but afterwards she helps Miss Smith just to gain praise and show that she is in high status. So in the whole story she appears as a mean character. Reader may means find her penchant toward material object in the story. The next one is class distinctions. So the class distinction is also explicit in the story. Miss Smith belongs to the lower class, while we can simply say that the Rosemary belongs to the higher class from the aristocracy. Means she is a rich woman having every luxury of life. She appears dressed, means she is in good dress, but the other one is in miserable situation. So we can see that the class distinction is in it. So the next one is feminism. Women are considered as rational, weak, submissive and dependent. How? Means insecure. She is insecure because she is not so beautiful, but the Miss Smith is beautiful and her husband praise that she is so beautiful and she is so attractive, so she feels insecurity. So Rosemary is rather shallow person, view her status as upper class woman quite highly and living life of materials. So shallowness. The next theme is shallowness. Rosemary has a feeling of warmth as she slipped her hand through the velvet strap. When her husband praised the Miss Smith, so Rosemary feels jealous and feels that she slipped her hand through the velvet strap. So this is about the themes. So it is all about our today's lecture. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.